You want to know what the best thing about being a sports fan is? There's only 2 days in the entire year that we don't have any games in any sport.
So with all that action in the sports world, that just makes about every day game day at DraftKings Sportsbook.
If you're new to DraftKings, listen up. You can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly.
All you got to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code CLUB520.
That's code CLUB520 for new customers. All you got to do is bet $5 for $150 in bonus bets.
Only on DraftKings Sportsbook.
The crown is yours.
Subscribe to our YouTube, Club520. We clowning on that mother.
Just hit the button.
God.
Don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
All right, we back. Another episode of Club 520. Live from Resorts World in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know what it is? It's a crossover episode. It's like when your badass cousins get together on Thanksgiving and take that walk before the meal come out. You know what it is? Special guest to my left, to my far left, my dog, Bishop B. Hen out the Pearlies. How you what, Nasty?
Cool and nasty. Let's get to it, baby.
Nah, I got to tell hey, Dre, you know what I'm saying? Some things have changed in life. See, that he got the new Hen chain. See, he started off with the gold was happening, but he done elevated now. Hey, my boy out here shining in Vegas. I ain't seen that one before.
Money.
Club 520 doing really well.
Right? It ain't your turn to talk. You know you. Hold on. You got to order.
I got a question. Can I add me to the show? I need some of that money too.
Man, come on. You're part of the network.
Can I be a mainstay on the
Yes.
show? Add me to the show, man.
I actually forgot your shoes because you ended the season how I thought you would. So that's my fuck up. I didn't know. My timing was messed up. We had a rough morning.
For them.
Yeah, that's the after the game. Well, let's get to it, DJ.
For sure. To my right, my dog, Young Nacho, Young Teague. How you what, man?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Chilling. Glad we got family back in the bill. You know, he said he gonna be our distant cousin on the podcast, so it's all good.
Come on, man. You know what it is. To my left, special guest return. We don't have so many people spin the block on 520, but his family always can slide on us. Four-time champ. You know what it is. Draymond Green, big dog. Appreciate you pulling back up on us, homie.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate y'all having me. First time was too short. We was just getting into the rhythm, so I appreciate y'all having me back on. I've been looking forward to it. I watch all the shows. Y'all relax on me today.
We cool today.
But we gotta talk about. Okay, so the Black Forces is done.
No.
White laces with the J's.
No.
The nominators. Okay.
New chain, new.
This is, you feel me?
That's that 520 months. Ain't no forces no more. Them only $85.
No. Like, we're going somewhere after this, so I had to just put on a little day outfit.
I respect.
Yeah,
respect.
I like
A
that.
little day outfit and body powder for the thick niggas. Pause. It's a little hot out here.
You got your rack?
Yes, it is.
It's only right, bro. It's
My
only
boy
right.
carry around the soldier rag just in case shit get iffy.
So, that's how Mike need to bring out our shirt. We need to get Mike a motherfucking a crawl sweater.
Hey, we in Vegas. We gotta bring this up. Mike, I love you, but I gotta do this. We, you know what I'm saying? We had a good time. We was out together, me and T, you know what I'm saying, a couple other people.
Yeah.
Now, we had one last round of drinks, right?
Yeah.
Could you please tell the people what we was provided to us as a beverage from Freaky Mike himself?
Freaky Mike, bro. He ordered us lemon drop with sugar on the rim.
Whoa.
I said, I ain't know what was going on.
Whoa.
You don't got no mic today. I know.
You can't defend yourself, so.
I know, but I don't know what's going on. So I'm drinking a drink. My wife with me, so I'm like, this maybe she ordered this. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, here you go, your drink. And Mike like, no, that's for y'all.
Wow.
What you do?
Oh.
I said I needed 3 shots of tequila. And she said, you want drinks or shots? I said, I want the shots. And she handed me that. It was $33 a piece.
He counting them up.
Yeah, you out of pocket. It's July 12th, not June 12th.
You paid $33 a drink for some lemon drop with sugar on the rim?
Sugar on the rim, bro.
He need his wife.
That's crazy.
I'm telling Sierra, bro.
That is
I didn't want to do that, but I had to take homie to home court. It was a major violation. I didn't know what was going on. We was in the club toasting up. We was out of pocket. We was
Out of
as
pocket.
a conglomerate 520.
What's
we
worse is that we drunk it.
we accepted it.
We accepted
so
the drink.
We
I'm
told
out
these
of
in the
pocket.
situation.
Yeah, you out of pocket saying it ain't Jew. Draymond crazy. Welcome to the show, man.
This is crazy, man.
This is where you can put your sponsorship right here. Hey, man, it's been a while since we talked All-Star, man. How is life? How everything going, man? The show's been going crazy, man. I say one thing I love was the championship series you had during the finals. That was super dope, bro.
That was
to
dope.
talk to the champions, you know what I'm saying? Talk your shit. And it was good, you know what I'm saying? It's good to see, like, you going crazy in this space. Like, I think one thing that people need to give you your flowers on is, like, a lot of people getting into the game, but that, as soon as the game over, you hop and go instant reaction shit. A lot of people getting account. Hey, you were a pioneer in the podcast game for that, bro. You kind of made a lane for a lot of people to do that, particularly in this industry. I got to give you your flowers off top with that, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, bro. I told it started when I got kicked out of that game. I ain't had nothing else to do. It's in Memphis. Like, ain't nothing to do in Memphis.
Nothing.
And I left. I was hot, by the way, because I ain't feel like I ain't grab bruh like that. He went to the ground. Ain't my fault he not strong enough. But, so, I was hot. I got kicked out the game. I just walked back to the hotel. I don't know why I was walking down the streets of Memphis either, because they hated me at that point. But
Yeah, you brave.
Yeah, like I said, you playing a dangerous game, Dre. Respect.
I walked to the hotel, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to do my podcast right now. As soon as the game ends, I'm on here. And, man, I think that was one of the best things I ever did, because it really sparked a interest for that real-time update after a game. And that's been my thing now. People was telling me, like, yo, you can't podcast, you in the playoffs. And then we won a championship and everybody shut up. So it was all good.
Oh, that's cold, bro.
It was all good.
How do you feel like when you see other players doing it now? It's like, yeah. Or is it like, dang, what you trying to take my life? Or is it like, nah, it's like an honor?
Nah, I think it's space for all of us,
Yeah,
man.
facts.
Because we all got stories to tell. Like, I can't do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think what's so special about this space is, like, yo, you can carve out your own lane and whatever it is that you want to do, as y'all has done. So when I see guys doing it now, I have two thoughts. A, I like that you're doing that. I think that's super dope that you're doing that. But B, make sure you're in a space to do it first. You know, because I see some guys start now and, like, if you start now because you're trying to make that your main job, great, go for it. But you're not in a space right now to do that and try to make it in basketball because you ain't made it in that yet.
So happy you said that.
And so I kind of look at it that way. Like, I'd be excited as hell to see everybody doing their thing. I think it's dope. But at the same time, I get a little worried that people trying to do too much too soon. Like, I'm on the wrong side of my downslide.
Yeah.
Like, I'm headed into year 13. I probably got 2 more. And so it's important to start building for the next thing.
For sure.
But for some of these guys, they be in year 3 still trying to figure it out with the podcast. Like, I love that you're doing it. I love that you found something that you want to do. But you in year 3 and ain't done shit. Nobody really want to hear from you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as great as y'all show has been and where it's gone, it all started because you were an all-star and an NBA champion. And so you're going to naturally gain eyes by that. And then it's like, oh, man, him, DJ, they funny as fuck. This a good-ass show. But people started watching because it's like, oh, Jeff Teague is talking about the NBA. He an all-star and he a champion. I want to hear what he got to say. And I think some guys get started too soon where they ain't got nothing to say, and whatever it is you're going to say, nobody kind of want to hear it because you ain't proved nothing.
And for me, like, you still got a brand that you got to protect. Yeah. And so, like, we was talking about it on your show and earlier when we were just speaking, like, a lot of guys be nervous to come on shows like this. But, like you said, you established, you got your brand, and you can shoot the shit if you want to. You there. A lot of young guys, they don't understand that. Like, yo, I'm shooting the shit, I'm doing this, I'm telling all these. I'm like, bro, build your stuff up, get to year 10, and then have some fun and do all that. Don't do that in year 4 and you're not that guy. Now, if you that guy, if you Trae Young, like Trae Young got a podcast and stuff, he that guy.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, like, do your thing, bro. You that guy. But if you a guy that was like in a situation like I was, or like, you know, you trying to find yourself and you a young guy and you still just trying to establish yourself.
Trae Young got a $200 million contract.
Yeah, like,
Life is great.
Trae Young can do a lot of other things. Man, make $200 million.
yeah, if you ain't got that, you chill, you know what I mean? But it's a space, like you said, it's a space for everybody, for sure.
For sure, man. And I know, with the social media, it's so encouraged that everybody have their own brand, quote unquote. But the whole part of having a brand is having substance behind that. Because if you don't have the substance behind it, it can fuck you up and the brand you're trying to build at the same time. Absolutely. It's kind of like self-sabotage.
You shouldn't have to worry about when you buy your tickets to your next big event. GameTime is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. With great last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and the best price guarantee, GameTime takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. So go ahead and take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use promo code CLUB520 for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CLUB520 for $20 off. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed.
But you talked about that Trae Young contract. I don't know if y'all seen the news today, but Jalen Brunson signed that extension with the Knicks today.
Yeah.
Word. I have not seen that.
He took a discount.
154.
What?
4 years, 154.
If
He
he
could
would
have
have signed
signed
next year, he would have had that super duper.
250 something. He took $100 million discount.
He did the Draymond Green. I signed that 4 for 100, and if I waited, I could have got like 4 for 180. But I need to lock my money in.
I'll fuck with. Hey, I'm so glad you said that. I said, if don't nobody feel you, this, bro. I fuck with that.
No, I'd rather lock 100 in to make sure I got that 100.
Yeah.
Chasing that extra 60 or 80, and then I don't get. Like I just wasn't willing to take that risk. And Jalen may not be willing to take that risk, but he different. Like you the number one option on the New York Knicks.
He was gonna get that.
And by the way, not only are you the number one option on the New York Knicks, and that's cool, but the city of New York love you. You gonna get that 250.
He was getting that. I think he they said he took less because he wanted to build the team. Like, Josh Hart, some of them guys are gonna be up for extensions. I don't know if Josh Hart is. I think he just got one too. And Michael Brown. I don't know who he was trying to get paid. I'm not sure.
Can I tell you something? I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, please.
Can I tell you something? It's the New York Knicks, bro. They can afford it. You ain't got to take no discount.
Of course.
For them to get paid, you ain't got to. My situation is different because Steph making 270, Klay making 180.
Yeah.
All right, something got to give. Cool, I can take a little. I can take less. But he the top guy.
Yes, sir.
By the way, let Josh Hart or somebody else take less. Like, they in my role, right? Let one of them take less. But guess what? Steph Curry ain't take a penny less.
I feel that.
And neither did Klay Thompson ain't take a penny less.
Rightfully so.
If it's gonna work, somebody do. Well, guess what? I ain't really expecting them to take less.
Yeah, they should.
I don't know what he doing. I'm happy for him.
He still got the max though.
The max extension.
Yeah.
He didn't get the max. That's $100 million.
But like a man told me one time, bro, he was like, if I told you was going, I remember when I signed for 32. Damn, that sounds so crazy because
shout out to Max Christie.
Max Christie just got that. But I signed for 32. I signed for 32.
Dog.
Shout out to God. I'm happy for you, bro. I'm not hating at all. I swear to God, I'm not. But I remember I signed that and the man was like, if I told you was going to make $32 million 2 years ago, you would have told me I'll do anything for that.
That's a fact.
And he was like, so why the fuck you playing around now? I was like, you right. So I feel like him, his dad probably was like, man, if I told you you was gonna get $154 million, you wouldn't sign that? He probably was like, you right, fuck it. You might get hurt next year. I know Rick too. You might roll your ankle next year. Yeah.
Question though.
I would have signed it though.
No chance. Question though. So I've seen quite a few extensions this summer, and it left me with a question of who's representing these guys, because did they not, and by the way, I'm never going to question someone getting some money because all this money is life-changing for us where we all come from.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
But some of these extensions I've been looking at, like Jalen signed a 4-year, do they not realize this TV money coming up?
Yeah.
Them deals about to get bigger. So now he took 4 for 154. In a year and a half, he going to be making mid-level.
Yeah, facts.
Because the max going to be 80.
I think he got an option though.
I was gonna say the details. I would love to see if he has an option after year 2. I would really
He
like to
better
see
have
that.
an option.
I would love to see that.
The option not going to come till
Year 3.
If it's a 4-year deal, the option ain't coming till after year 3. That's going to be, which the deal, if it's an extension, the deal don't kick in till next season, which is the season that the TV money starts. So that's going to be 3 years on new TV money.
And that's 3 years of playing. your body wear and tear.
And he played for Tibbs. You know, that's dog years on the court.
Yeah.
That's top,
Hey,
top
don't do
3.
Tibbs like that.
Top 3 Tibbs.
I love Tibbs, but man, Tibbs, you playing 40.
I wish I
JB,
would
you
have
good,
met.
JB. We don't know the details yet. These niggas up here off this Gila.
No, I'm happy for him.
I mean, I would have. Nah, because he already coming off $100 million deal.
Facts.
I would have went and got the 2 some. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If you telling me you can gamble 1 year for 100 extra M's, you gonna take that gamble.
And I already made 100.
And you that nigga, you gonna take that extra.
Yeah, I
his
made 100.
position.
Yeah, I made 100.
By the way, they may not like my 8 points next year, but he getting 28. It's a different situation, man.
Respect.
I don't know. I'm happy for him though.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Well deserved because he got it out the mud, and I couldn't appreciate anybody who get it out the mud.
So since you was second round pick and we family, where does JB start moving up in that second round pick?
He got to win. Got to win.
He not top 5?
He not. And the only reason he not is because all the guys that I ends in my top 5, now he may say, Draymond, get out here, I replace you. Which I'm cool with. I'm fine. I ain't fighting over that.
Oh, shoot your 5
But
then.
Joker, Manu, no particular order. Myself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was just looking at this list the other day. Gilbert is not in my top 5.
Second round.
Hey, Jackson, you remember who else was on my list? Oh, Dennis Rodman for sure.
Oh yeah, damn sure.
Damn, yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Man.
Worm?
Look, shout out to Worm. I got a couple of Worm graphic tees, but I get to the rebounding and all that shit, bro. But he was a very, very important piece. Let me hear the 5th one.
He a Hall of Famer.
And respect the
A
numbers.
legend.
And respect the
Jackson,
numbers he did in Vegas. More
A
importantly,
legend.
fuck on the court.
facts.
Respect the numbers he did in Vegas.
Yeah,
He
now
top 5
he's-
off that alone.
Yeah, he's
He
top.
jumped off
He's
the
first
balcony on
round lottery.
Absolutely.
Hummer like LeBron. High school off the court activities.
It's Wilt than him.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's one.
That's
for
a
sure.
hell of a front court.
Yeah.
For
Jesus
sure.
Christ.
Y'all got to give me a 5 then. I got Gil up there too, bro. Just so far as
Marc Gasol.
man, never.
Marc Gasol, nice.
Marc
Hey,
Gasol,
And
great
we
on
fucked up
defense.
too on
Great
the brothers
anchor.
conversation. We should have put Power and Mark in the brothers conversation. We slept on them.
You right.
Yeah, and we slept
Somebody
on
called
the
us out
ball.
on
We
that.
slept on the Ball brothers too, but
Yeah, we did.
Mark
yeah, we did.
Gasol for sure, bro. Definitely a hooper, bro. But I'm taking Gilbert, bro.
I'm taking Jalen Brunson over Gilbert Arenas.
Ooh.
Like they run about the same. Gilbert my favorite player. Yeah, no, I wore 0 because of Gilbert. But Gilbert run was like it was only like 4 or 5 years. If Jalen Brunson keep going for like 2 or 3 more years, he gonna surpass Gilbert.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about strictly just game though, y'all.
Jalen Brunson game is nasty.
He's cold. No,
if you
I'm
just
saying,
going off-
I said top 5 first. I'm gonna put him in there.
If you
okay,
just
my
going
fault.
off game though, then
I'm giving
Gilbert's
him-
probably number 1.
Yeah, I'm going off strictly game.
Nah,
Yeah,
Gilbert's
Just going off
nasty.
game.
And
He
we-
probably number 1.
But you named
You think
good
Gilbert
players,
nastier
too.
than Manu?
Gil game is crazy.
It was.
Crazy,
Oh
bro.
my God.
His
Crazy, bro.
game.
Bro, I wore 0.
Yeah, like his Gil game is like Gil game at the time he was in the NBA, just off pure game, he was probably top 5.
Yeah.
For sure.
One of the better, bigger guards, bro, ever, bro.
For sure.
Fast to be 6'4". He was damn near as fast as John Wall, bro.
Young God.
The only problem I have with Gil's resume to say top 5 is if you really look at the numbers, he only did it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, because Gil was really paid in full in the NBA.
No,
you
he
know what I'm saying? So it's stipulations to that. Like I tell people about Penny all the time, he give me slack about Penny. It ain't no diss. He love Penny, but I'm saying like just off game, bro. He's one of the greatest point guards ever, bro.
Oh, bro.
He is, bro.
What makes you great is like your longevity, bro. Like
I agree.
you saying pure hooper, or if you just like
Yes,
the eye
bro.
test, you gonna be like, yeah, he cold.
Yeah.
But your longevity make you great. That's why LeBron is so special. Like, bro, he playing for 23 years at that level.
healthiest
However
nigga
many
ever,
years he
bro.
play. It don't like it's your longevity. Like him playing for as long as he did, winning championships, his longevity is gonna be greater than Gilbert because he played this long. He was successful this long. His numbers or whatever that 1 year he might have had, it don't count. That's why I don't talk about myself like that because like. Yeah, you made All-Star one time. Like, chill, bro. Like,
But you had a decent career though, bro.
Yeah, I
You
did,
was very
but-
consistent for sure.
Absolutely.
yeah, I did, but like I get it though. Like Jalen Brunson do this for 3-4
Well, I
more
wish
years.
people would show Melo that type of love. Then
Melo one of them.
yes, bro.
Who don't love Melo?
I'm not the peers. Y'all show respect. I'm not saying y'all don't respect Melo.
That Tatum versus Melo one-on-one
But the
conversation. I ain't
outside
like.
world, bro, for real, he get a lot of slack.
but we
Not
don't
to say it
respect the
matters.
outside world opinion.
That's a fact.
Okay. I'm just saying people never mention like longevity when they speak of him. It's always he never wanted to really win. He just wanted to get a bag.
Like he didn't
Which
kill in
I
Denver
think he
anyway.
should anyway.
I got a good question for Dre. They just said the Melo Jayson Tatum battle. You guard both of them.
Yeah.
They play 1-on-1. Who you think is a tougher cover?
Melo.
Yes,
stronger, bro.
JT on your ass. On your ass,
And
man.
by the way, JT is my man.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love JT. But the thing that Melo did different than just about anyone was the pressure that he put on the rim.
Bro.
Like Melo put crazy pressure on the rim, whereas opposed to, I actually have told JT this before. Like, bro, get to the cup.
Yeah,
like
he settled.
You sometimes you settle too much. I told him after we beat him in the championship, like, yo, I just want you to know, like, our stuff was predicated on you settling. Like, you settle sometimes too much. And when he get to the hole, he can't be stopped.
Nah.
And you can't, like, his handle, he's 6'10", you can't stop him once he get to the hole. But Melo, man, I was playing Melo my first or second year. David Lee had got suspended. Steph, him, Klay, they had got into this thing with the Pacers night before.
The scuffle.
Yeah.
I remember
David Lee
George
got-
Hill got thrown around. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that. Nah, shout out to G.
Steph hit somebody's leg and fell down.
Yeah.
So that David Lee got suspended the next game. We was in the Garden the next night. So I started and I had to guard Melo. He caught the ball in the mid post, square faced up, and put his head down, drove to the rim, went right into me, laid the ball up, he missed. It probably could have been a foul, but it's borderline. He created all the contact. They didn't call a foul. He looked at the ref like, call the foul. He went back to the same spot the next play, put his head down and ran through me and got the foul. But that's the pressure he put on the rim all the time.
Yeah,
To put that type of pressure on the rim, I just think that makes you a tougher cover.
Bro, that dude's second jump was so
favorite
fast.
Yeah.
Like, he missed get his own rebound more than anybody on the wing that I ever seen, bro. Like, I used to think Melo, I remember one time we played him, I was in Atlanta, we was in the Garden, he went crazy on us. But it was all off of, like, pull-ups and second jumps. Like, he'll shoot a jumper, he'll hit that, he'll go to the rim post up, miss it, second jump layup. I'm like, damn. And I was like, God damn, you like a bull in a china shop, bro. Like, you strong as hell. Like, Melo, yeah, he was cold.
First
bro.
step crazy too. Greatest
step.
first step.
Come on, bro.
Ever, bro. Go first step. That's my
Yeah.
favorite player. People, I don't be speaking on because niggas be saying
Nah,
I
Melo
gas him
like
so
that, bro.
much, but
know.
he's one of the greatest scorers ever, bro. Who don't really get his just due.
You're right, though. He don't get his
For
due.
real, bro.
He don't get his due. It bothers me.
Like I didn't like how he was out of the league. Like me and bro watched how Houston treated him. Like that
Yeah, man. That shit
back
was
at home
out
and
of
for the
pocket, bro.
Pacers. I was like, yeah, it's crazy.
Him and Iverson had the worst treatment I ever seen of, like, superstars I ever seen in the NBA. Like, Iverson at one time, I remember when he played for the Memphis Grizzlies, it was my rookie year. And it was just like, that's Allen Iverson, bro. What y'all doing? Like, nah, bro. Like, this don't look right. Y'all got him at the end of, this don't look right.
Yeah, bro. That's our
And then,
guy,
like-
bro. You can't do that to AI, bro.
Yeah, and like same thing with Melo. Like seeing him in Houston, it's like, nah, bro, nah.
My nigga came out like a goddamn EBC game. Me and DJ left the game. I said, damn, where Melo? He come out, nigga, middle of the game, just walking out.
Going through it.
Yep, sitting down. They called him. He like, mate, fuck it, I'll get out there for a little
It's
bit.
Melo, bro. It's like
Sailed
it's
him
Melo.
out. Look at that. That was literally the last game he played, bro. I
for
swear.
the Rockets.
We was there.
And you talk about the longevity situation, and that's why I think, like you said, it needs to be more honest, especially people in your situation, you know what I'm saying? For you to be a 13-year vet, same organization. Like those things need to be praised more. We kind of phase people out, but it's just like we can't do that because you have to respect what people did. People ain't just doing this. People ain't just staying in the league off strengths. They be waiting to get certain people out the way. So for people to stay around, even no matter how good you are, however you kind of not as good as you were, we need more respect on shit like that for sure.
I sure thought this nigga was on his way to the Hornets. Dre.
Why you thought he was going to the Hornets?
I said after the last few games, I said, yeah, they sick of his ass. Don't give him to Charlotte. Hello, my nigga agree.
He gonna be driving his golf cart.
I'm gonna see Dre in a Lambo in Charlotte. It's up.
That's
Yellow.
TV.
A yellow Lambo.
Fired.
Hey, I tell you what though, I pray to God if they ever feel the need to get rid of me, like at least send me somewhere.
Don't send Drake to the Pistons.
Like,
Nah, bro, they gotta do you right, bro. I'm fucking around with you, bro. They gotta do you right, bro.
if they're gonna send me to any like non-winning organization,
Detroit.
then send me to Detroit.
Yeah,
like
facts.
it's the crib. Like
Yeah, facts.
I can make you do what to do that.
Yeah.
That's the crib. So if they're gonna send me to any non-winning organization, I'd much rather it be Detroit than Charlotte.
You done gave too much to the city, bro. You gotta go where you want to go.
I hope I don't go anywhere.
Yeah, but I'm saying, we talking about, of course, you need to finish out and go. But if it came to that, you need to have I'm not going to Orlando. Nigga. I want to go where I want to go.
I think they have enough respect to do that.
Out of respect, for sure.
I mean, that's what Atlanta did for me when I wanted to go to Indiana.
Yeah, so if he got it, for sure.
That's crazy.
It be your man's, bro. Hey, we got to ask, what happened the second time?
That 0-0, that boomer team.
I asked not to go there. I said, can y'all please not send me to Atlanta?
I had my nigga jumped off.
I didn't want to go there, bro. That's how much of Minnesota did fuck with me. I was like, bro, please don't send me to Atlanta. I just want to go somewhere they trying to win, bro. I'm still like, I'm averaging 14 off the bench, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a 6th man of the year or something, bro. He said, yeah. You're going to Atlanta. I was like, yeah, fuck you too.
So I gotta ask Dre, obviously, you know what I'm saying? We talked last All-Star, finishing out the season. I would say probably more of an emotional season for a lot of things going on. How was that mentally, you know what I'm saying? Obviously knowing what took place, some of the things that could have took place. How was it just getting through the rest of the season?
Honestly, it was fun to play again. And it felt like a weight was off my shoulders for the rest of the year, except for when something went wrong. When something went wrong, like for instance, when I got ejected in Orlando, like 2 minutes into the game, whatever it was, 3 minutes into the game.
We had bought your Black Forces that day. That was the day.
I went on ahead and laced him for you.
He beat Rasheed Wallace's record.
we had a group text, no lie, bro. They was like, yeah, get the Forces money, bro. This guy sent it to him.
So when I got kicked out of that game, like I hadn't had a tech since I've been back. And so then I get kicked out of that game and everybody like, yo, look, he haven't learned anything. Number one, let's stop the he haven't learned anything like I'm a fucking dummy. Like I'm not dumb. He hasn't learned anything, blah, blah, blah. Also, like, I play basketball. Like, stop acting like I'm like sticking somebody up. I play basketball.
Yeah.
But it was the whole like, he haven't learned anything. He's this, he's that, he's a problem. Look at Steph. Steph's emotional. And Steph told me after the game, like, yo, I need you out there. Like, I like, whatever it is, I just need you out there. Steve came to me after the game and was like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah. He's like, great. I'm not about to make, like, I'm not about to make a bunch out of this, like you getting kicked out of that game. You're gonna get kicked out sometimes. By the way, I need you to get kicked out sometimes. I need you to be who you are. No, we can't make a thing out of it, but I just want you to know you've been absolutely incredible since you've been back. You just got kicked out of that game. We got to bounce back tomorrow. I'm like, no problem, coach. I appreciate it. And so the roller coaster kind of ended once I got back, except for when something like that happened. But I was so happy to play basketball again and just like be around the guys again, like compete at a high level. and most importantly, kill the narrative. Because the only when you go through something like I was going through last year, the only way out of it is actually to play well. Like if like you can apologize as much as you want, you can do as many podcasts. Until you play well, people don't move on. And so my goal coming back was like, yo, I just got to come back and play well, and we got to win. And when I came back, we was winning games. I was playing well, and they kind of all went away. But if we wasn't winning, like soon as we started losing, like, oh, it's his fault. Like, man, stop. Like,
That's crazy.
Like so I it was one of the most trying seasons I've ever been through, for sure. But I do feel like it also provided the most growth for me in a season than I've ever had. Like it required and forced me to grow in a way that when you're winning, you don't have to. Because nobody cares. Like you winning.
Yeah.
Like so it is what it is. Like when you winning and that happen, it's like, look, that's the heart of a champion. They winning. All of a sudden, you're not winning, and now you're an idiot, and you're uncontrollable, and you shouldn't be here. And so it forced me to grow because we wasn't winning, and I had to understand that when you're not winning, the things that you get away with when you winning ain't the same.
Yeah, it's real.
I wanted to ask you.
No, go ahead.
I said I wanted to ask you about Klay's departure. You know, y'all had one of the best runs ever, bro. Y'all trio. I know it's the Splash Brothers, bro, but so I ain't saying it because you here, bro. It's really the big three for real. With you, how is it, man? How you dealing with your man's like sliding? And...
To be honest with you, I haven't given it much thought.
Okay.
Because I really don't want to face the reality until I have to face the reality.
Yeah, until it's time to suit up.
And so, like, it's kind of just this thing that's, like, floating around out there, and then people be like, yo, how you feel about Klay? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I haven't really allowed my mind to process it.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I said all of that to say, I'm happy as hell he gone. And the reason I'm happy he's gone is because he wasn't happy no more.
Yeah.
And as a brother, I only want what's best for you.
Yeah.
Not what's best for me, not what's best for this team, not what's best for the organization. Like, we spend so much time around each other, as you know. You spend more time around these guys than you do your family. Like, and to see him unhappy, like the way I saw him unhappy last year, and I wouldn't even necessarily say unhappy. He was uneasy though, like just bothered. Yeah. And to see him to see someone that doesn't have a care in the world, like if you walk around our organization and you say, yo, tell me about Klay, everybody would say to you, oh, he live in his own world.
Yeah.
And everybody cool with that. So to see someone that does not have a single care in the world, all of a sudden just like can't shake nothing, that bothered me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me was far more hurtful than him leaving. Like to see somebody that just love to play basketball. Like that man love to play basketball. He love going on his boat and he love his dog. That's about it. And to see him like not happy with that thing, it's time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think it was time for him. I think it was time for the organization. Like, we've been in the tax for 6 straight years. Nobody talk about that side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Klay left. We not in the tax no more. The organization get a chance to reset because at the end of the day, regardless of how uneasy he was last year, regardless of how bothered he was, we built that organization.
That's a fact.
That organization was the laughing stock of the NBA.
That's a fact, bro.
And so in doing what we've done, there's still a care for the organization. Like, we was just about to make some trades last week. And I told them straight up, like, yo, that trade helped me. Like, it'll help me right now in my career these last couple of years and stuff. But I've always spoke to y'all from a place of what's best for this organization. I won't stop now.
Yeah.
That's a bad trade. Like, don't do that trade. Like, I disagree with it. although it's going to help me right now.
Yeah.
And so what Klay just did, and nobody will give him credit for it, what Klay just did is he just relieved this organization of the financial hardships that the organization was starting to face. Right? You still doing for the organization.
Yep.
But nobody will say that. Nobody will say him leaving because they'll only make it about, he was unhappy, which, again, he wasn't the happiest last year. But by the way, you've been through this shit. Who is? This is a hard job,
Yeah,
man.
that's fair.
Yeah. Like, you go through it, and for a guy that's been happy for 12 straight years to have one unhappy year, I think we'll all do just that.
Yeah.
But in saying that, he provided cap relief for this organization on his way out. You know what I'm saying? Got some picks sent back to the organization
Second
on his
rounds.
way out. And I believe in second-round picks. I got no choice but to believe in
Come on,
second-round
baby.
picks.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for him. I'm happy he left because I did not enjoy it all seeing him the way I saw him last year.
Yeah.
Because he can care less whether the sky is blue or green on a daily basis, but now every day something is at him.
Yeah.
That wasn't fun to watch. So it was good for him. It was good for everybody.
But that 31 look crazy.
It's disgusting.
It's nasty.
It's
bro.
like
Whatever that is crazy.
30
but
31.
that 31 look nuts.
somebody said to me like, "Yo, 31, that's Reggie Miller number," and I said, "Yeah."
Klay
But
better
he
than
Klay
Reggie.
Thompson.
Yeah, Klay better than
Like
Reggie.
Klay Thompson
But
don't need to wear
Klay out of pocket
right.
for wearing 31.
And then Festus and Zealy wore 31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Festus tried to go at me on Instagram. Like, what's wrong with 31? I'm like, you wore it.
Boy, you a
Shout out to
motherfucker.
Festus, bro. We seen him at, we did a,
we said go
yeah, we
say.
did the
but this is
Hennessy
why
pod
this
out there.
this
He
my
was up there.
nigga right here.
By the way,
But he out of pocket for that.
Watch your mouth.
You out of pocket for
Hey,
that.
listen, I
Respect.
love
You out of
Fest.
pocket.
We won a championship together. We was drafted together. But if you wore the number, Klay probably shouldn't wear the number. He's like, well, you're wearing MJ's 23. It worked out for you. And quite frankly, Fest, MJ is top 2 ever in the NBA history. Top 2.
Hold on, top 2. Hold on. What you mean?
There's a guy named LeBron James that's number 1. So he top 2.
Is it
All right, I'll let you keep going. Go ahead.
Is it a landslide? Is your speech over?
So here's
You
the
was
thing.
on your third good Marshall shit. We didn't want to interrupt.
He top 2. The gap between Michael Jordan and me
It's close.
is far smaller than the gap between Klay Thompson and Festus and Zealy.
Hey,
And
Draymond, my
MJ top
nigga,
2,
shit.
and I'm not top 100. But the gap between us two and the gap between
It's a
Festus
nigga.
and
It's a
Zealy
nigga in the 100 that you better than.
and I'm possibly, but the point of the gap, like MJ is MJ, and the gap between me and him and Klay and Festus, it's like the size of the Empire State Building.
Bro, we got
This is why we can't get no fucking guests. Because the damn guests we get come over here, y'all think it's us. Give me these niggas.
But respectfully, Festus said that's my number's out of pocket. That's crazy.
What's wrong with 31? Hello.
Festus, did you wear it because Reggie got bad?
It's a big man with bad hands. That's what's wrong with 31.
Hey,
love
bro,
this nigga.
I see what you did in Kentucky that year, bro. You played really well against my brother there, bro.
I love you,
Shout out to
Fast,
you, bro.
but you had to get it because there was no point in you commenting talking about what's wrong with 31. Look at Klay in 31. Get number 1.
Bro.
Get number 10. Kyrie got 11. Cool, get it. I get that. No problem. 31?
That's
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That's crazy.
We hate the Jordan and Bron debate, but I just want to ask you, like, what separates them on the court to you
What separates them on the court to
to
me
make you
is
give Bron the push?
what separates them on the court to me is, I think, number 1, Bron's intention to make people better. The guys that LeBron has made better, like, did you see them play without him?
Yeah, facts.
Like, come on. But
Mo
he
Williams
was
was an
very-
all-star with Bron.
Bro, Boobie Gibson.
Exactly.
His household name. Fuck
and
him.
he was intentional about making those guys better.
No.
MJ made guys better just because of how good he was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I think this way, so I'm going to do this to get this guy this. No, you just so good that then that guy can get off off of how good you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's a different thing. I also think a 2-year break in the middle of a crazy run is like, that's heaven on earth. To have 2 years off from this thing that we do in the middle of a run and then come back and keep, like, bro, like, you can't act like he just went 6 in a row. Like,
But he went to go play
He
baseball, though.
laughed and came back in a crazy sport.
I love baseball. I'm a big Yankee fan, but they body ain't going. They play a lot of games.
Yeah.
They body not going through.
Draymond, you gotta
body.
All right, but imagine you take 2 years off and you don't pick up a ball. And you start doing something else trying to be good at that. You start playing pickleball and you like, fuck it, I'm going to go all in on pickleball.
I agree. By the way, I
And
ain't
you
Michael
still
Jordan.
the best in the world. But you still the best in the world, bro.
When you come back,
But I mean, I want to be like Mike. That's Michael Jordan. However, MJ crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
for sure.
I don't think he ever put the basketball down. Like, in my opinion, I just don't think so.
I don't believe that either.
He's
I do.
crazy like that.
I
Like,
think he went all in on baseball to try to be good.
because
After
how
watching Last Dance,
competitive
I don't believe that he didn't pick
No,
up
because
basketball.
how competitive he is. To Jeff's point, he wanted to be so good at that he locked in. He
Yeah.
was so good at basketball. I can come back and
I
do
think
this. Them
he
niggas
did.
can't fuck with me.
I think he did, but I think he quickly realized I'm not as good at this thing as this. Let me pick this ball back up.
Yeah, I mean, after a while, he probably was like, yeah.
You kind of weak at basketball. You
Yeah.
look like me at Michigan State football. MJ, baseball.
on
That's
my
I got a
mama,
question for that
them
too, bro.
Giannis Antetokounmpo highlights of you at Michigan State on the football field. Crazy. I swear to God, how they clipped you up on YouTube?
And they killed me.
Oh,
It was crazy.
with the music.
The music make it work. The soundtrack make it work.
They threw the Detroit music.
That's
behind
great.
it.
Oh, we're going to keep talking about the MJ stuff, but when we get to that, I got a great question for you.
Now go ahead, we here.
Nah, we-
Because you know how Austin Rivers said 30 people could play
Yes,
football or basketball players could play football. Like, you tried it in college.
I did not.
Do you think, like, 30 NBA players could play football?
They lied to y'all. I really didn't try to play football.
What was you doing?
What happened was,
This is the
Them
real
clips is
exclusive,
crazy.
by
I
the way.
just talked about this on Baron Davis' podcast, by the way. But
He did he.
so what happened was, y'all football team weak at Wake, so I don't know if this.
No,
ever
we not
happened.
weak, bro. We not weak. No.
So y'all
Y'all better
niggas-
tap in,
niggas
bro.
over
We was
here
top
throwing
25. We not weak.
jabs,
We not weak.
Nah,
And
nigga,
when I was there,
no,
we was top 10.
no, fuck
All
that.
right,
Tell your story.
So when you were there, did y'all team go to bowl game?
Yeah, we went to the peach,
KFC
Orange Bowl.
Bowl.
We went to the Orange Bowl. We went to the
Taco
Orange
Bell
Bowl.
Bowl.
Y'all went to the
No,
Orange
we went to the Orange Bowl.
Wow, one
We had
time
a
in
top
school
5 pick.
history.
We had Aaron Curry was top 5 pick.
Who?
Aaron Curry. He went to Oakland, matter of fact. His top 5 big was a
Draymond the
linebacker.
motherfucker, boy.
Hey, don't do AC like that.
Draymond the motherfucker.
He retired after 4 years.
So this is what happened. Over Christmas break, nobody's on campus.
Yeah.
We still have games, and the team come and like get announced at the game at halftime or at a timeout to announce their bowl game before they take off for the bowl game. So they came over to announce their bowl game during the game, and I said to Coach D at the time, Coach D'Antonio was the coach, I said, Coach D, I want to play in the spring game. And in my mind, I'm just like, I just want to play because I know this is my last opportunity ever in life to play football.
Yeah.
Like, so I just want to go out there and play a couple plays. He's like, all right, cool. This is December. So fast forward to March or April, whenever the spring game was. It was on a Thursday. On Monday, I went to his office. Like, Coach D, you told me I could play in the spring game. He was like, all right, cool. Come out to practice tomorrow. We got practice Tuesday, Wednesday off, the game on Thursday. Perfect. I was at practice. They gave me the weakest shoulder pads ever. I thought nothing of it because I was just excited to go play. So they got me out there looking like an offensive lineman, no problem.
God.
When I look back on it, it was all a setup. Shoulder pads was fucked up. I ain't have good cleats. Like they had me out there looking back. It was all a setup. It was crazy. All a setup.
So my player trash.
Before the VC.
Wow.
His NCAA player. It was crazy.
That nigga was built like Joker out there with them pants on. Nigga.
And we made it bad. They clipped you up against Drake in Kentucky during the warm-up, so they had the verses.
That's crazy. By the way, I'm gonna tell you, when I get to this end of the story, you're gonna know why me and Drake not the same. Because Drake just sucked at basketball. I did something in football in that game that was special. I'm gonna get there. Start with the pass. I ain't think nothing of it. I look back on it now like you fucking idiot. But anyway, I go out to practice and they showing me all this stuff like, man, if somebody pressed up on you, you swipe like this and go through. You come here, swipe down, go. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Like they showing me all this stuff. Then they like, yo, if the linebacker is 6 yards off the line of scrimmage, then you need to run a 7 and out, but 7 yards and out. But if he 5 yards off, you need to go 6 and in. I'm like, yo, so y'all want me to be counting these little dots on this line, these little lines on this field, count how many yards he is? By the way, what if I misjudge a little? And so it was, number one, I realized right away, A, why so many freshmen redshirt in football.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The learning curve is insane. And B, I gained a lot of appreciation for quarterbacks. And I understand why sometimes the quarterback throw the ball way over there and be looking at the receiver that's over there like, yo, what the fuck you doing? One of y'all miscounted something.
Yeah.
So we go on, we go to practice. They show me all the stuff. Boom, practice in. Thursday, I come for the game. Boom, they tell me you're going to run this play. You're going to line up at tight end. This is your route. Boom. We get to the huddle. Quarterback says we're going on set hit. Bang. We're going on set hit. I got my route. I'm excited as hell. I'm ready to go. Get in my three-point stance. I ain't looking at the ball. I'm excited as shit. I'm about to go catch a pass. I forgot all fundamentals. I look at the ball when it's snapped. No, none of that. So I'm looking ahead, and I got this big-ass defensive DN lined up over me. So I'm like, I just got to get by him, and then I'll go catch this pass. The entire offensive line and the entire defensive line yells, hit. I take off. False start.
Boy, out there like radio.
I take off. Now, mind you, A, linemen aren't even allowed to talk. It's a penalty. B, how the hell does the defensive line know we going on hit? It's a setup. They like, all right, again, I don't notice it then in the moment. I'm like, man, they set up. So they like, all right, you're going to line up at receiver this next play. And at the time, we got this cornerback. His name's Johnny Adams. $180, $185, soaking wet. 5'11", animal, All-American. So number one, why are y'all putting y'all best corners on me? There's a great wide receiver lined up on the other side. Why is he over here on me?
That's a setup.
Nonetheless, if this is the line of scrimmage, bro, right here. So I'm thinking to myself, like, why is he so close to this line? I don't know. I'm about to go catch this pass. I'm excited. Remember, they taught me all the things. I don't know. Hit. I take off. Boom, 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 boom. Jam me up crazy. I'm like, oh, this why he was so close to the line. So now what they don't tell you, where they cut the video off at is, he held me for 10 yards. So I picked up a first down in a college football game. But they don't tell you that. They just
hell no, they don't.
Yeah.
It was a setup. So I never tried to play football in college. I knew that was my last opportunity in life to do it. And so I went out there for 2 plays. But they got people thinking like, oh man, he was trying to play and he sucked. Like, nah. To Austin Rivers' point, which I understood what he was saying.
I did too.
Like, he's right.
Yeah.
I am not of the assumption that you can just take 30 players right now from the NBA and say, all right, tomorrow you're in an NFL game. I don't think that.
Yeah.
What I do think is there are 30 players that you can find in the NBA that if you taught them a football skill set, that they can. There are not 30 players in the NFL that you can find and teach them a basketball skill set and they can come into the NBA. And you know how I know that? Because all of the skill positions are basketball players that fell and wasn't good enough, and then they went over there and played football. Because they could go do that. You could go run out because you're athletic and catch a pass and get open and do these things. And so I got the utmost respect for football players in their sport. But I do get what Austin Rivers was saying.
I do too.
And you cannot take 30 players from the NFL and make them NBA players.
Not at all.
That's a lot. Because all them niggas hoop like they been to the pen before.
Yeah. They all hoop like they got dreads.
Yeah, everybody hoop just too strong, too tough. I've never seen an NFL player just like Ray Allen. Like,
My man that went to Michigan State for a second,
smooth.
though, he can hoop, though.
It's a lot of people that can hoop.
Receiver, he just got drafted this year.
Receiver that just got drafted.
Yeah, he went to Michigan
Keon
State.
Coleman.
Yeah.
He could hoop.
Yeah.
He could hoop, for sure. But
I mean, I ain't saying he was league.
He was one of no, I take that back. What's my boy? He was raw in high school for the Bengals. The receiver.
T. Higgins?
T. Higgins.
Dumb bounce.
No, I seen him in person. No, but he could really hoop though.
But the
I
NBA
take
is
it back.
crazy.
Yeah.
Not the NBA.
different skill,
Y'all way too good.
It's a different skill.
But for y'all to go out there and take a hit like how they had you,
No, I'm cool.
you were a proficient Hall of Fame NBA player. How they had you looking, I said, yeah, shit's crazy.
When they put you in the verses in the side by side with Drake and the layup line, I said, all right, this is where we got to draw a line. They can't do Drake like that, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
the gospel
Drake
music.
airballing in warm-ups. At least I picked up a first down.
Yeah, nah, you athletic. Drake crazy.
Since we speaking about Drake, though, you in a Cali, you listen to music. Drake, you cool with Drake, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What you think about Kendrick and Drake?
Family. Listen, I'm a music fan.
For sure.
I enjoy watching them brothers spar.
Yeah, for sure.
Go back and forth. I think what Kendrick did was diabolical. I think Kendrick was way more strategic.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like one person in Kendrick was like, "Oh, I'm about to destroy you," and one guy was like, "Oh, this is fun."
Yeah, like, you can't fuck
You
with
know
it.
what I'm
It's
saying?
fun,
Like,
though.
this is fun.
Yeah.
And by the time he realized it wasn't just fun, it was too late.
Yeah.
And Kendrick, as a lyricist, it's crazy.
Bar none.
Like, I mean, out of this world.
Yeah.
And so, what I think is, on top of Kendrick being the lyricist that he is, he was way more strategic.
Right.
To like the way he was dropping the songs, like, you just dropped one. He was so strategic that Drake actually dropped great records.
Yeah.
He never gave you a chance to even listen to it.
Because Family Matters is fire.
It's insane.
But in 10 minutes, it was just like, never mind, Meet the Grams. It's like, oh, I forgot this happened.
And then after Meet the Grams, the next day, he come with They Not Like Us. And so he was way more strategic on top of him being the great lyricist that he is. And listen, They Not Like Us is actually probably going to be bigger, but it's the new California Love.
Yeah.
It's crazy. In 20 years, you turn that song on and people will still be bopping. I was at a wedding last week and DJ played it once just to see where the crowd was, right? And he's like, oh, so then his next song was like, oh, I'm gonna turn them up then. He went back to They Not Like Us maybe an hour later and played it 4 times in a row. And on the 4th time, people was dancing like it was the second time they ever heard the song. Meaning the first time you heard it, you like, oh man, this is fire. The second time you like, I'm turned. People was turned on the 4th time in a row that they played it, which was the 5th time all night. Like it was the second time they heard the song. And I was just like, man, and by the way, white people dancing to this, black people dance to this, purple, green, yellow. It don't matter who you are. It's cultures that don't even have a clue of what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And like they're bopping to the song. And so I just think, me personally, I think what the world need to see and what the world is waiting to see is like to see Drake accept the song.
Yeah.
And I think personally, he needs to accept the song because the reality is you got to get past the things that he's saying, right? Like he's saying some darn things
Yeah, some
about you.
crazy shit.
However, where you gotta accept is you also said some darn things about him,
Facts.
right?
sure.
So it's all fair because fair
Yeah,
game because
for
both of
sure.
y'all was shooting at family, shooting at kids, shooting at
100%.
wives.
Niggas was out of pocket.
Like
100%,
everybody was
100%.
shooting everywhere. So you kind of got to get past what he's saying I think he needs to, like, admit that it's a great record.
Yeah.
Because what I think right now, as someone who's been through their fair share of blunders, what I think right now is, I think the record got a hold of Drake. And the only way you can get away from the record is to say, no, that's a great record. Like, man, I'll dance to it too. Because, even you hear the beat.
That beat. That's what we was trying to tell
him, but he
told us that. He said that shit ain't about to get played nowhere.
I didn't say it wasn't going
At his parties.
At his function.
Hold on, yeah. So hold on, Jay. I know you want to speak. I know you itching like a motherfucker with chicken pox. This is what I said. The lyrics in the song, 100%, he murdered him. I don't like the beat. I think I'm okay to say that it just doesn't grab me like that.
That beat is
Like that
crazy.
beat?
man.
Over your hand.
Oh my
Nah,
God.
I'm not over your head. I don't even really like light skinned people. I barely like you family. You feel me? But I just really think like the beat just don't. The Kendrick on Future with Metro on them is a
shit's hard.
better beat to me.
Oh, that beat crazy.
Oh,
too.
like that's crazy.
Here's the thing, though.
But They Not Like Us is a bigger record because of how it's been marketed, bro.
how it's been marketed, but also, again, when why I said Kendrick is diabolical, that is a West Coast beat. Like,
I get it.
and so with it being a West Coast beat, like,
He made it.
he made it to where it's like, yo,
You gotta fuck with the
West Coast versus you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
not LA, not Compton,
Yeah.
but he made it West Coast.
And that's why he
Versus
definitely
you.
won to me 100%. I'm just saying, me, I live in Indianapolis, Midwest, like you. You were from motherfucking Saginaw.
Absolutely.
You feel me? That shit just doesn't. When I
get
hear
what you said.
when I hear the other record with
Like
Metro and them, it's more of that don't scare the hoes. If I see a girl sea walking at my party, I got niggas built like you as security. I'm asking her to leave. You know what I'm saying? That's not really my type of vibe. But I get it. It's a bigger record, bro. Go crazy, Kendrick. You one of the GOATs to me.
For sure. But you
Look.
should ask him who else come to his parties though. How they come. You should ask him.
Well,
You be
this
having
is
bookings in there?
we not. This is not appropriate for that. And Mike is snapping like T-Pain over there, so we can move forward. I'll tell you after the show. I'll shoot you a
looking
text.
forward to it. Yeah, I'm looking
T got a
forward to
pocket.
it.
What you got next for?
Family, bro. He family,
T
bro.
got a
He
mom.
pie. He family, bro. You know how we pie.
Before we get out of here, man, a lot of crazy moves happened. Obviously, we mentioned Klay, you know what I'm saying, going to the Mavs. Sixers fucking got a BBL with this whole fucking roster. What's some teams you feel like really went crazy this offseason so far?
I think the Sixers has done a good job. I think, with the players they added, PG, Caleb Martin, Drummond.
Yeah.
I think they had a really good offseason. They had a bunch of cap space,
Hella.
and they capitalized on it. I still don't think they're going to beat the Celtics, win a championship. I still don't think that. And then also locking in your superstar point guard for the long haul. Like the Sixers had a really big summer. I think Dallas adding Klay is going to be huge because I also think Klay is going to have a great year.
Yeah, I hope.
And I hope he does too. That's one of my favorite. I hope he does too.
We are.
And so I think that's big. I think the Knicks getting Mikal Bridges is a great pickup.
Man.
I don't think it puts them over the hump because I still think in order to get over the hump, you gotta have one of them guys like like Steph Curry, LeBron James, Joker, Jayson Tatum. Like that's a different level of guy.
for sure.
And I think in order to get over the hump, you have to have those types of guys. I think the Knicks, what they've done is like they're gonna be so hard to beat in the regular season, but then it's gonna get to a point to where you need one of them guys.
Who gonna score?
And where I will say I respect Jalen Brunson for taking the 154 is you're gonna allow that team to be in the running to go get one of them guys.
Yeah.
And if they can, then you got action. But right now, I don't think they're a championship
Do
team.
you think the real JR can be one of them guys?
J.R. Smith?
Julius Randle.
There you go, Dre.
I think Julius Randle is a good player. I think Julius Randle is an all-star. But Julius Randle ain't Joker, Steph, LeBron.
Nah, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, do you think like
With them
them
having
two
Brunson,
combined can be a Joker or a Steph?
with the supporting cast.
I think them two combined is going to make them a very good team. But I still think,
You see
as
the-
you know,
You
Giannis,
see the competitive edge in him. That's his position. He like, yeah. like,
straight up, I think it makes them a very good team.
I love that.
But you know, like, you won a championship. Who was the guy on that team?
Giannis.
And so, like, Julius is damn good NBA
For sure,
player.
for
Like,
sure.
Jalen Brunson is a damn good
There
NBA
we go.
player. But I still don't think they one of those guys.
They
and unfortunately, in this league, 2 doesn't equal 1.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn.
Like,
That's real.
It's a fact.
I just don't think it does. I think both of them are going to have great years in their own right. I think both of them will probably be all-stars. But when it comes down to it in the playoffs and they take everything away from you,
Yeah.
you just got to know how to go get a bucket no matter who's guarding you. And there's only really like 4 to 5 guys in this league that can do that thing.
That's real.
How you feel about the additions y'all had with Buddy Hill?
I think they are good additions for us. I think, Buddy brings shooting.
For sure.
D'Anthony Melton brings some shooting, some defense, perimeter defender. I think that's good. And my love for Slow-Mo as a player has been
Nice.
well documented.
Yes,
I think
nice.
I think when you got him on the team, you just plug and play. Like,
It's like now y'all got 2 of you. like it's crazy. I was like, damn, they know they.
And he
they
was playing
building
the
a good-
5 in the postseason.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And very well, very efficient. And that, it just makes perfect sense for y'all team.
like he's literally plug and play. By the way, if you need him to play some backup point, guess what he can do?
Yeah, he can do
Yes,
that.
sir.
He can play backup point. But
For
by
sure.
the way, if you need bro to go play the floor, go ahead.
Yeah, bro.
All right, bro, we need you at the 5. He can do the 5.
Nah,
Go
that's
ahead.
hard.
Like he a plug and play type
For
of
sure.
guy. And so I think I like the additions we made. I'm not going to get ahead of myself and be like, oh, we're a championship team. Like, in 2022, it all came together for us, and I thought we were losing the first round. And it all came together for us. So I would never count us out. Like, but I also don't think many of these teams outside of the Boston Celtics are championship teams either.
I think y'all gonna have a really, really good season. Like I look at y'all as an underrated team. I know everybody counts y'all out, Klay. It's like all the dynasties over, but for some reason, the way y'all built it, I'm like, man, they got a lot of guys that's like jail guys.
Yes.
Like Buddy Hill can make shots. Like you said, Kyle's a great player. He can play, plug and play. And then I think y'all young guys like Trace, I think he's developing. And I think
Shout out to Trace.
his role playing with CP last year put him on a faster track. And same thing, I never can say his name right.
Brad Brzezinski?
I never can. I was going to call him BP. But
No Bobby Porters.
I think he's going to be – I think he got like a Dante DiVincenzo type of way he
Absolutely.
can beat
Damn,
y'all
that's a
team.
good comparison.
Yeah, like even though they both got red hair, it wasn't even that. But it's just like they remind me of that because he can guard, he can make a shot, and it's like I think y'all got the buildings of a real good like gelling team. for
I
sure.
think so too. I think a lot of people forget we still got Wiggs on this team. Wiggs had a tough year last year.
Yeah.
Going through a lot.
Which we all have, but you going through the stuff that he was going through.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm not sure I'd be playing.
Yeah.
But no one, and it ain't nobody business what he's going through, but
Yeah,
tough dude for continuing to go through that season.
100%.
And so I think we'll get Wiggs from 2022 back this
All-star
year.
wig.
And then also, who I'm more excited about than even my game
Jonathan.
is Jonathan Kuminga.
All right,
Yes, sir.
I think he's about to take that next step, put himself on the cusp of being an all-star. Whether you get the nod is if you're winning or not. So if we win it, maybe he does get the nod. But I think he's on the cusp. And so with that being said, like I said, I think we got a good mix of vets and experience and young guys. And that could come together. And by the way, we got Steph Curry. We could win a championship at any time because
God.
he's that good.
Yeah.
But it's not a championship team on paper, and it's not a championship team starting the season, but it is a team that can grow into being a championship contender. And that's all you can ask for is to be a contender. If you're a contender, you need one rolled ankle. You need, anything happen. Motherfucker sprain a finger and can't dribble as good no more. Like, that's the luck that you need. And so,
Shout out to the Pacers.
Mike Dunleavy's done a good job.
Motherfuckers damn near died for them to get
Yeah,
there.
the Pacers, they damn near made it to the finals off of all.
Now, look, Dre, you my dog, man. But when I seen that we a good regular season team, broke my heart, man. Broke my heart. But I'm happy we got to the Eastern Conference Finals, man.
But you believe me.
No. I'm a delusional fan.
Oh,
I'm one of those.
at least you're honest.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm 100 about it. I'm
You like the delusional girlfriend.
Whoa, we can go that far.
Check this. If y'all lose in the first round, you owe me Black Forces.
You owe them anyway.
Hold on, nigga. You getting them regardless. That ain't no bet.
Well, rewind.
And wait a minute. And you can't wear no shows with my shoes either. You got to get you some middies. Them no shoes. You definitely steal with the no shows. You got that screaming Saginaw shoplifter. You got to get you some middies.
Saginaw shoplifter.
Hey, that's how you know he really part of the pod. Because that's how we start roasting each
Because
other.
I want. This is what you owe me. Y'all can make y'all a little bet. This is what you owe me. If y'all just say, I don't know, halfway through the season, you see it's like, damn, we ain't making the playoffs. I need you to really warm up and play in a pair of Black Forces and white laces. Whatever bet you want to make, whatever, if y'all make the playoffs, because I know y'all talked about y'all going to be a good team. Teague got y'all on y'all Little Giants run potentially. I'm nothing. So, did y'all make the playoffs this year?
Little Giant.
So y'all gonna run it back. Whatever y'all did last year, y'all doing it this year. So if y'all make the playoffs, I owe you whatever.
Little Giant make the playoffs. By the way, just so you know,
because the West is deep, bro. Thicker than Big Booty Judy out there. If y'all don't make the playoffs, Black Forces, last game of the season, Steve Kerr, put this nigga in the game.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Adam Silver go see Dre, and then Black Forces say, "Get him out of the arena now! Get this man out the fucking building!"
I'm gonna share a little tidbit with you though. After winning 4 championships and making the playoffs and losing in the first round, I'd rather not, or second round.
You rather not what?
I'd rather go home and enjoy my summer
Okay, respect.
than going to the first, second round and not having a real chance.
You solidified though. Maybe the guys want to go to the playoffs. You're young guys.
No,
man.
I mean, we're going to do all we can to win a championship. But by the way, at no point are they going to hear like, yo, fellas, we got to make the playoffs. Like, don't waste my time. Don't waste my time. We try and win the championship, that's the talk. But making the playoffs, that's some Indiana Pacers talk.
Dre, that's tough.
No, it is.
That's tough.
It is.
That's
Am I lying? No, you got
Hey, you ain't got no argument here, brother.
That's some Indiana
Talk to the
Pacers.
nigga in the Sixers, the Dr. J shorts.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. We had won the playoff series since my son was born. My son was 9. I was very excited this year. We've been going through some shit.
Did y'all go to a game?
I did. That's lit for sure. Had to support.
He worked for him.
That's crazy.
Allegedly.
It was a good time, huh?
Oh, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Good energy.
Of course. You know what I'm saying?
Good energy is
Great
crazy.
point guard. You know
Guess
what I'm saying?
what?
He about to lead Team USA.
Guess what?
What's up, man?
You know what's crazy?
What's happening?
I had a month extra summer to do the same thing they did.
Also, real shit, Dre. I don't mean to cut you off. Are y'all better than the Pacers?
Are we better than
Yeah,
this? We
real
got
shit.
Steph Curry.
100%.
That's a fact.
100%. Okay.
Steph
Because he
Curry.
think they better than the Knicks. Who else he say, Jeff? They Milwaukee.
Oh, you know how I feel.
Milwaukee. He said they better than Milwaukee. I was
Yeah,
like,
so I
nah.
I said last year we beat all they asses. That's all I said. I didn't say we was better, but we beat Milwaukee 5 times last year. I don't want to hear nothing from Milwaukee.
Dre and them would have beat y'all
We beat
ass,
y'all
bro.
5 times. What we talking about?
Actually did beat y'all pretty bad. In
Yes,
Indiana.
bro.
We had an off night. It's okay.
Yeah.
We had an off night.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Want me to tell you what happened?
Story time with Dre.
Let me tell you what
So
happened.
it's all with Draymond. My favorite
What
part of the
happened
show.
was, if you go back to 2000 and this was the 23-24 season, so the 2022-23 season, which would be Nembhard's rookie year, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
G-Dub.
Nembhard, if you go back and watch the game when we played the Pacers in the Bay,
I
He the
remember.
game winner.
Halliburton was out. And I'm almost positive he was out. He could have not been out. That's irrelevant. Nembhard gave us hell. You hear me? Complete hell. And he was talking so crazy and Steph was guarding him, and the shots he was hitting, Steph would just turn and look like, yo, what? Like, and so he was talking so crazy. So in turn, what you then did was every time that guy see you now, he could be sleepy on a back-to-back. When he see you,
He turned.
and he at you now.
Yes.
And so what happened was Steph came out
Got to get back.
had like 24 in the first quarter.
I remember.
And so I said all of that to say, blame them hard, but y'all gonna have a hard time with us
Yeah.
because Steph got an issue.
Warriors in 4 versus the Pacers.
Steph got an
Facts,
issue.
facts.
He got a big issue. And I don't really know if there's any way to fix the issue except for him to stop playing basketball. Because every time he see Nembhard.
It's up.
By the way, I love Nembhard's game, man. I think I told you I like guys who get it out the mud. And he got some shit to him. Like,
Yeah, get to
he
it.
feisty than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But every time he sees Steph Curry, he better buckle up.
And I'm gonna one up you on that conversation. I don't know if you watched the game, but did you see the scrimmage?
The USA?
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah.
Did you see when Steph started cooking?
Yeah.
Yeah, look who was guarding.
Yeah. I'm telling you, every time he see him, every time, it's just like a light bulb gonna go off. And so that's gonna make it tough for y'all because when Steph go off, we don't like difference between these dudes who be scoring like 60 and 70, they be losing. When Steph and Klay got 60 and 70, we only play 3 quarters.
Damn.
That's a
So
fact.
when Steph go off, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And so y'all gonna have a tough time with us.
Okay, y'all gonna get us in the bay. Y'all gotta pull up to the bridge though. We don't lose in the bridge.
Y'all did this year.
Yeah. They beat your ass this year.
We gonna say it's on camera. We gonna back forces up. We gonna bet it up. But listen, we gotta get up out of here, Dre. Appreciate you sliding on this big dog. You know, your family
sure.
welcome any given time. Be here and tell the people they can grab some merch at though.
Shopclub520.com, baby.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to the big cuz for sliding on this, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And last but not least, shout out to Resort World Las Vegas, Nevada, showing us hella love, opening up their arms for us to do this creative content for y'all. We appreciate the love. We'll be back next time. Club 520.